In this video, I'm going to share the 5 most common home offer contingencies when you're buying a house. Hi, I'm Jeff Crampton with Keller Williams Realty in the Las Vegas Valley. This means I serve my home buying and selling clients in Las Vegas, in North Las Vegas, and in Henderson, Nevada. If this is your first visit to my channel, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, leaving a comment in the comment section down below, and most importantly, please subscribe by pushing the red button right down there. And if you want to be notified when I post my next video, please click on the bell icon. I would really appreciate it if you do. Sincerely, I would. So what are the 5 most common home offer contingencies when you're putting an offer in to buy a house? Home offer contingency number 1. This contingency is the due diligence period. This usually runs about 10 days or so, and this is when the seller gives access to the buyer to perform any home inspections that they would like to have done. These inspections can include, but are not limited to, the general home inspection, an energy audit, a termite or pest inspection, which is something normal and customary when you're doing VA financing, a roof inspection, a land survey, a septic tank inspection, a septic lid removal, septic tank pumping, fungal contaminant inspection, mechanical inspection, pool inspection, soil inspection, a well inspection for both quantity and quality of the water, a wood burning chimney inspection, and structural inspection, just to name a few. During the due diligence period, the buyer can, at their sole discretion, cancel the escrow without incurring penalty or fee. But it is critical that during the due diligence period, an agreement is reached between the buyer and seller regarding any requested repairs. Otherwise, the buyer needs to either cancel the purchase, ask for an extension of the due diligence period, or it will be deemed that they have released the due diligence contingency. All of this is clearly described in the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors Residential Purchase Agreement on page 3, section 7, parts A, B, and C. And that brings us to home offer contingency number 2. This contingency regards the appraisal and whether or not it supports the value of the home, meaning it either came in greater than or equal to the sales price and without conditions, or it fails to support the value, meaning that it came in at less than the agreed upon purchase price and there may be conditions that need to be addressed. Per the residential purchase agreement, a period of time will be stated, usually 20 to 25 days, for the appraisal contingency period. During this time, the appraisal has to be ordered, has to be scheduled, has to be performed, a report has to be delivered, and an underwriter has to approve it. If the appraised value is equal to or greater than the purchase price that's agreed to in the residential purchase agreement, then no further action needs to be taken, and this contingency is deemed to be satisfied. If, however, the appraised value comes in at less than the offer price, then the price for the home has to be renegotiated with the seller during the time period of the appraisal contingency, or the buyer has to cancel the contract, or ask for an extension of the appraisal contingency period, or the buyer is deemed to have waived that contingency. Again, all of this is clearly addressed in the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors Residential Purchase Agreement on page 2, section 2, part B. Now, don't go away because the next 2 contingencies are extremely important. Home offer contingency number 3. This contingency deals with the loan approval. All home offer contingencies have a stated time period, so this one does too. And generally speaking, it's between 25 and 30 days. If the buyer's financing has not been approved within the loan contingency period, they either have to cancel the escrow, ask for an extension to extend the loan approval contingency, or otherwise, it is deemed that they have waived that contingency. This is clearly addressed in the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors Residential Purchase Agreement on page 2, section 2, part A, home offer contingency number 4. The 4th contingency often, but only applies if the subject property is located within a common interest community that has a homeowners association with CCNRS that must be abided by and adhered to in order to live in the community. CCNR stands for Covenants, Conditions, and Restrictions. They are most often drafted to regulate the use, the appearance, and the maintenance of homes located within the community. Now, per the Residential Purchase Agreement, on page 5, section 10, the seller has 2 days to request the resale package from the Homeowners Association or the property management company that the HOA employs, and then within 1 day of receiving it, they have to deliver the package to the buyer's agent. This starts the 5-day clock for the buyer's review period. If the seller does not deliver the package within 15 days of accepting the offer, the buyer can in fact cancel the escrow. The buyer may also cancel if during the 5-day review period they find something objectionable to them within the resale package. Now, let me say that this is not so clearly stated in the Residential Purchase Agreement, and I will suggest that a real estate attorney should be consulted regarding the buyer canceling the purchase because the seller has not provided the resale package within 15 days. I've saved the contingency that most people are aware of but have the most confusion about for last. And that contingency is Home Offer Contingency number 5. While all of the contingencies, or any one of them that I've previously mentioned, can make an offer contingent upon something, this is the contingency that is most often involved when somebody is referring to a contingent offer, an offer which is dependent upon another property being sold. While all or any of the contingencies that I've previously mentioned can make an offer contingent, this is the contingency that most often is involved with what is known as a contingent offer. That's a lot of contingents. And this is when an offer is contingent upon the sale of another property. This most often occurs when a buyer needs to sell their current primary residence in order to buy their next primary residence. And there are multiple levels of a contingent offer, with the lowest one being that another home needs to be sold that is not yet on the market. Next is the home is on the market, but it's not yet in escrow. After that, you've got it's in escrow, but the contingencies for inspection and appraisal, for instance, have not been met yet. And finally, the best version of that is all contingencies have been met and the escrow is going to close within a week or so. So, I hope this video has been helpful, but if you would like more information on this topic, or about buying or selling a house, or just have a real estate related question you'd like to ask, please feel free to contact me by phone or text at 702-306-2773. Or you can contact me by email at jeffsellsvegashomes@gmail.com. Thank you for your time, thank you for your attention, and most of all, thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye.